All right, so this is the beginning of a new topic called simple interest in consumer arithmetic. All right, it gets a little bit tedious, but we can maneuver, and I'll show you how to maneuver. All right, let us begin. Marley invested $5,000 at a rate of 7.5% per annum, which means per year. How much will she have in 6 years? What will be the interest at the end of 2 years? So there's two questions being asked here. All right, we're going to answer the first one first. How much will she have in 6 years? They want to know how much will her $5,000 accumulate to at the end of 6 years. So there's two formula. There's the interest formula and there's the accumulation formula. The interest formula is when we want to know what the interest is, full stop. But the accumulation formula is when we want to know how much does the money accumulate to overall. That is principal plus interest. The principal is the initial investment of 5,000. All right, principal, initial investment, same thing. All right, so this is the formula we're going to use for the first question. How much will she have in 6 years? They want to know by how much will the 5,000 accumulate. So this is the formula. The accumulated amount is equal to the principal, which is 5,000, multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate, which is R, times T, which is time. In this case, time is 6 years. All right. This is good because time and interest rate are both represented in years. So this is a pretty clean example. It will get tedious as we move along. Please follow carefully. So now we're going to implement this formula right here, which is going to be A is equal to 5,000, which is our principal, multiplied by 1 plus, I want you to get into the habit of converting this percentage into decimal in your mind. I want you to mentally convert this percentage into decimal. Mentally convert this. Get into the habit. Get into the habit of mentally converting this. All right? Which is, we divide it by 100. We've done it 100 times in the percentage question. So we divide this by 100 to get the decimal form. Mentally do this. 0.075 multiplied by time, which is T, 6 years. All right? So this is our accumulation formula. You put this into your calculator. Let me grab my calculator real quick. All right, so we put this into the calculator, which is going to be 5,000 multiplied by bracket 1 plus bracket 0.075 times 6. Close our brackets, close both our brackets, and we get 7,250. This is what our 5,000 accumulated to over 6 years at a percentage of 7.5. We have a lot more examples to do, so don't worry. You'll get the pattern over time if you haven't gotten it as yet. Next part of the question asks us, what will be the interest at the end of 2 years? So they want to know just the interest only. All right, so the interest will be I equal to the principal, which is 5,000, multiplied by the interest rate, which we will convert to decimal because we can't do anything with this. This is just for notational purposes. If we're going to work with this in anything, we must divide by 100 first. All right, so I want you guys to get into the habit of mentally dividing by 100. Do it in your mind. And multiply that by time, which is 2 years, because they asked us for 2 years this time. 2 years, all right? 2 years this time. And this is going to be equal to, let's get our calculator again. $5,000 times 0. Times 2, which is just $750. So the interest only, just the interest alone, when 5,000 is invested for 2 years at 7.5% is $750. All right. A lot of things took place in this example, but as we move forward, it will get easier and easier and easier. All right. I think I'm going to end the video here and just start working the others a little bit faster. J2T, we have a long way to go. Stay tuned.